morning, y'all. Brian today. I'm going a quick hunt this afternoon, but I had a couple of minutes before I meet Jake. I'm gonna get one of these feeders going. This is a little old field. Got some clover coming up really good in here. This is one of the fields that Jason sprayed. We didn't plant anything. It's proof here. If you take care of this clover and keep the competition out of it, it comes back. I think there's some other stuff coming back from a blend I planted a couple of years ago. This is a spot we really don't get to very much. It's not a stand here. I used to have a ground blind over here. Y'all saw me take it down in another video. But I'm gonna get this feeder going. This is one of the HB products. Feeder's got the broadcaster inside this tower. Puts out the feed in this trough here. So we're gonna put a little corn and got some other stuff, some corn mixed with some apple flavored stuff, and I'll go try that out. I'll do that. Go set a camera up too. All right, that's 250 pounds in there. Last time I was in here back during the summer, I checked this feeder to see if the battery was still working. We'll go ahead and test it while we're here. See the way this thing works. Just got this spinner box in here. Rather than broadcasting it out on the ground, the spinner throws it inside this tower and it comes out these holes on the side, keeps it off the ground. Let's see. Check, see if the time's right. It's 2:12. It's a little bit fast to see. Set clock. All right, now. There we go. Get the time set right so I know what's going on. I think what I'm going to do is kind of want these deer coming in here during the daylight hours, so I'm going to set this thing. Program 1 at, I'm going to set it middle of the day. We don't have a whole lot of hogs down here. I'm going to set the thing running at 12 noon for, all right, let's see. P1 run time 10 seconds. All right. P2. Let's see. I'm gonna set it to. I think I had to set it to 0. So it doesn't go off. And then P3. Okay, so I'm going to feed one time. It's P1 right there. Y'all see that? At 12 noon for 10 seconds. So I'm going to test it. Step back here. That way y'all see how this thing works. right. Doesn't put out just too much. But you can see it catches it in this trough here. So I kind of like that. Keep it up off the ground. Keep them. They're still gonna kind of beat the ground up so that it won't be so bad that all the feed's on the ground. So I've got to find a place to put the camera. We'll come back in a few days and see if they're hitting this thing. May look up and get them coming in the daylight. I don't like to have it going in the afternoons and they just wait and come feed at night. They already nocturnal enough. So I'm gonna get this buttoned up and find a place to hang this stealth cam. All right, I got this camera set up. It's a little bit far away. You can see it's probably 15 yards or so out to the feeder, but it's the closest spot I got. I set it on, I got it set up on photos, 30-second delay where maybe we can catch the deer. I think they'll be close enough to trip the eye on the camera, especially if they feed between the wood line and the feeder. There's a couple spots here too. I think pretty soon I'm probably gonna set up a mock scrape right here on this limb, or maybe even over here. There was some scrapes here last year. Be a really good spot to catch a buck using this feeder, coming to check does and check a scrape. So in a couple weeks we'll do that. And we got it set up. This is a quiet little spot. There's not a stand within. Well, there's one shooting house maybe 700-800 yards, maybe 1,000 yards from here. That's the closest one. There's a quiet little place in here on a creek. It's pretty thick around here, really hard to hunt because it's little young scrub stuff. You can't get it. There's no trees to get in. I'm thinking if I hunt this field, if I decide to hunt it, I'm gonna probably have to get up in this pine tree right here and do some trimming, because when this field was pushed back a long time ago, it was further back, and then a lot of this young stuff grew up, so all the big trees are back 10-15 yards off the edge. Some big pine trees right in here, but they're so limby they're hard to get in. If we're gonna hunt it, it's gonna have to be put a ground blind back up or get in that pine. I think I can get in that pine and really be in a good spot. All right, we'll get on out of here. We got that one set up. We'll come back, probably give it a week, and come back and check that camera, and be interested to see. It's only feeding for 10 seconds once a day, so that 250 pounds should last a while. You can see it didn't put out a lot, but it's enough for them to come eat, leave wanting more. So I'm gonna get back out of here and go meet Jay. We're gonna hunt this afternoon. All right, y'all, we headed in. Jake and I are gonna slip in here. No rain in the forecast. There has been pissing rain all day. Just enough to get you wet. Well, I think we'll get in the woods a bit. All right, still enough leaves. There's been deer in this field early in the day. If we get up here and there's one in the field, we're gonna try to put the Mohican sneaking on one. If not, we'll slip up in the stand. Made it in the tree. No deer in the field, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna give Jake the big camera, set this one up above me. In past years when I've hunted this stand, deer have come from through this way, and some filtered down through these hardwoods. There was quite a few acorns on the ground through here. There's a food plot back over here behind us. Jake's been hunting pretty close to here, been seeing deer in this field, and every afternoon, lots of deer. So maybe we can catch one filtering through these woods. Usually they kind of come through here pretty relaxed till they get to the field.
came out of some sawtooth oaks there. And a couple of young does come through. I think they smelled where we walked in. They relaxed, but then when they got out on the field, they ran across and boogered up all the other deer. I think the other deer just followed them. They didn't know what was going on. That deer there we think is probably a 4 or 5 year old 8-point, got a real big split brow tine. He's probably a deer we'll try to get. If he'd come over this way, we're going to take a shot at him. We got another hour and a half before dark, so we're going to wait it out. Alright, y'all, me and Jake slipped on down while we can see good. We still got deer out in this food plot. We're going to try to make our way out of here without bumping them. I think you can't see here, but there's a bottom down there, creek drainage we're going to follow out. Green fields over here. If the deer do hear us, I don't think they know where we are. Got one little video of a buck came right under me. Videoed it with my phone. Might be hard for you to see. One real nice deer out there in the food plot. Looked like a 4 or 5 year old 8-point. Big split brow tine. He's one we're gonna go after. He's old enough. Just a big old gnarly 8-point. Anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed watching those deer. Some pretty good footage there. Maybe next time we can get a little closer and get a shot. Y'all make sure you subscribe and don't miss anything.